I'll just tell you one thing. I don't have to answer to any corporate overlords, and I'm free to be me in this stage of my life. Don't be afraid of radical. Is what I've done.
What do you think?
Nice, very nice.
You look much slimmer.
Keep the women away from me.
Are you Gary?
I'm Gary.
Gary, welcome to the Beardbrand Barbershop. I'm Sly.
Hey there.
Good to meet you. What brings you to the barbershop today?
Well, I haven't really had a really good barber give me a haircut and beard trim. This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
This is my first wife.
This is your first one.
But she's also my girlfriend Shelly and the other girlfriend, the mistress, Sybil.
So she's a 3-in-1.
3-in-1, yeah.
Okay. How long have you and Gary been married for?
37 years.
37 years.
37, yes.
Yeah.
I had told my dad that I would not want his head shaved. No, he has the wrong face for a shaved head. So guess what my dad did? He took him out. He came back to the house and his head was shaved. My dad was military.
No, I had a flat top.
What was your
My
dad's
dad
name?
David.
You didn't know that David's actually coming to the shop to give him his haircut, did you?
Now he's dead, so so I know that's not possible.
Okay.
He's on a shelf in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Are you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
All right, we're back here at the Beardbrand Barbershop in Austin, Texas, and we're here for another epic transformation. My name is Sly, and today I'm here with...
Francisco.
That's right. OD Fades is in the building, and we're about to chop it up. I've got Gary. Gary heard about us through our amazing YouTube channel, and he said, you know what? I think ready to take a swing at it. So he's never been to the Beardbrand Barbershop, and none better than to sit with you, I think.
I'm excited.
So Gary has like this iconic looking like silver hair, silver beard. Option number 1, a classic
The flat top.
It's a really big statement piece, and when he shows up to sell some barbecue pits, he really could say something with that.
Yeah, it's a big statement.
The other option I was kind of thinking is maybe we just give him a Guy Fieri.
That'll be fun, because I mean, he already has the white hair.
All right, so option number 2. Now look, this one I'm partial to because we don't call you OD Fades for no reason. You give one of the best skin fades in the city of Austin, so why not give him a classic skin fade? It's one of your signature cuts, right?
I think that would be a super dope transformation if we do that.
Yeah. We'll work on the beard. We're not going to give him a mustache like we see in this example.
Yeah.
Option number 3, not quite a skin fade, but still something I think within your wheelhouse, is a classic gentleman's cut. It's timeless. It's a little longer on the sides, but still enough to like demonstrate some of your skill set.
I think we narrowed down our winner here.
Yeah.
The Guy Fieri. No.
The Guy Fieri is definitely the one I think we should go with, but
Even with the handlebars and like the goatee, just gonna...
I mean, either way, this haircut is gonna turn some heads.
Oh, for sure.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Gary, I'm gonna get your glasses for you and put them over here.
Go ahead.
That way you don't see the haircut.
Oh, that pretty much works it out.
You're like, you can turn me back to the mirror. I won't be able to see anything.
Pretty close to true. Those glasses don't have the bifocals in them either, so I can't actually read as well with those. But I noticed that when I wear the glasses with the bifocals and I go to read, I take the glasses off anyway. So
You're so used to it already?
no, I
Not having it?
yeah, I don't. Bifocals are useful, but I don't really use them. I asked my wife for an outdoor pizza oven. She said I couldn't have an outdoor pizza oven, but I could have an outdoor kitchen, including a pizza oven. Well, 20 years before that, I'd asked her for a fishing boat. She said, I can't buy a fishing boat. And I meant a little rowboat to go out in the lake. No, it had to be a family boat, which to her meant 17 to 20 foot Chris Craft. So I went 20 years without a boat. And when she told me I couldn't have a pizza oven, I went into my back office and I designed it, had a stand belt, then I built the pizza oven in my garage. And I rolled it out the garage, up the driveway, up the sidewalk to the front of the house, through the double doors, across the floors, opened the back door, and I had a mobile pizza oven on my back porch.
Nice.
And then Argentine grills were not commonly available back then. It was about 16, 17 years ago. So I found a guy who was building Santa Maria grills, and I went down, and he had gone out of business, but I went down to see him, and he had an old Santa Maria sitting there, and we took the yellow crayon that they used to mark up steel, and we marked up a Santa Maria grill and said, this is an Argentine grill, and that's how the first Argentine grill was built. And then someone asked me for one, and I had another one built and another one, and pretty soon
I
there's
didn't know.
20 or 30 grills a month.
That's I didn't realize there was. All I know is gas and charcoal grills
Yeah. Well, we started.
and smokers, obviously.
Yeah. And what I discovered is there's lots of people that make pizza ovens, and I wasn't willing to make them for the price that they were selling them for, because there's a lot of. And then smokers, it seems everyone makes smokers, but there were less people at the time making Argentine grills, so I picked that. And you know, if you're an engineer and you're working with steel, you'll find that working with masonry and steel at the same time is a lot to ask. So I try to stick to my knitting.
So you find yourself in a pretty niche position there, because no one else makes them. And I mean, not that I.
They do make them now. I have lots of imitators, but I just specialize in custom grills, and the restaurants found us. So
So I cut some hair. A lot of hair.
Hey, that's it.
yeah. Well, it was getting pretty bushy, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. A little helmet of hair. So I just took some off the sides, just kind of seeing how his hair would react. Given this is my first time ever cutting Gary's hair, I want to do something.
Right here. If it's cut too short,
Yeah, it just springs out.
it'll stick up right there. So when I was a kid, my dad would cut our hair, and it would always stick up right there where the crown is.
The crown.
And then I don't remember the haircut, but I remember that my mom cut our hair when my dad was at work one time. And all I remember is that my dad laughed when he got home.
That's funny.
Because my mom had cut all of us kids' hair. And apparently it looked funny. I've had a beard since about 16.
Wow.
It wasn't quite as successful as it was basically from the age of, well, college age. I could grow a full beard easily. I didn't have a beard for the first several years at IBM, but later on I did. And
You get skin issues, right?
I basically, I get a lot of razor bumps and burns and acne if I have, if I shave. But if I don't shave, it magically is gone. But I guess maybe it might be age now, because I don't seem to have any acne whatsoever. I guess I've grown. I have to be 64 to grow out of that. You see the gray or the white in my hair? I had a little white in my hair. I was dating my wife, and I think I was 25 or 26, and she found gray in my hair on the second date or so. And she was laughing at me that she was dating an old man. And when I met her, the people I was with when I met her thought I was going to go to jail because she's 4'11" and she looked 14. But I knew she was a SUNY Binghamton College student, so that was fair game.
Y'all been married for how long?
38 years in May.
May what?
30th.
May 30th. I'm May 25th.
Better to not get married on Memorial Day because you can't go out to dinner on your anniversary if you're married on May 30th. It's too crowded.
And me and my lady are typical. We try to avoid the crowds, and we usually do like even Valentine's. We try to like celebrate like a few days before or after, just to avoid the rush.
I heard some complaints. I didn't do anything for Valentine's Day.
You're like, I made you a grill. Another one.
You know, if I bring samples home to try, after I get 4 or 5 on the back porch, she starts to growl, and I have to refurbish them and sell them to local people.
This is just cleaning up the my canvas, just kind of giving me like a rough shape, but removing more just debulking right now.
Still debulking.
My dad's dad died at 87. He had a full head of hair. So.
What about your dad?
He had a full head of hair.
Yeah?
Yeah. Then there's baldness on my wife's side, and my kids have thinning hair. The boys.
Funny how life works sometimes.
How many boys?
2 boys, 3 girls.
The girls get your hair?
They're blondes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, they're blondes. I get them with those kind of jokes all the time.
They got a full head of hair?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Down their back. Yeah. All the way down their back. You know, their hair's not their hair is not down to their waist. You know what I mean? But they've got long hair. Oh, you meant hair on their back. I tease the one daughter that she's an Aggie. I do. Blonde and an Aggie.
Cisco went to UT.
I went to UT, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Here I'm starting to build up to my shape that I'm going to work up to the top. Keeping in mind to keep the parietal ridge here longer for Gary so the hair doesn't stick up. So I'm trying to build a shape, a square shape, trying to bring it low so like, because his head like goes up like this here. Trying to build more of a square shape. And then building a little bit more weight in the back too, so you give a little bit more shape to the back here, so it doesn't lay super flat. Really contouring the haircut to his head.
Gonna look like a Viking?
Like a Viking?
Yeah.
I mean, if we leave the top how it is now, and do like an undercut, I think that would be sick. That would be very Viking-esque.
I can't wear a red shirt to like someplace like Costco because 20-something girls come up to me and ask me if I'm going to come visit them. I'm serious. I'm like 35, 40 years old, 50, I was probably 50 years old, and these 20-something girls come up to me and ask if I'm coming to visit them. And I'm not quick enough on my feet to ask them if they're on the naughty or the nice list. I mean, it took me a while to figure out that she was thinking I looked like Santa Claus, and that's what she was asking me. Scary, huh?
Like Santa.
We went tubing on the Frio River, and I got tired on the tubing, and someone yelled, and there were some young guys there, and someone yelled, "Go help Santa Claus."
Have you ever cosplayed as Santa, like for like your kids, like in
No.
school or anything?
No, because they mistake me for that movie star, you know. So I can't do it.
I'm starting out my guide here in the middle, making sure my guide is squared, fitting. Like if you get like this profile view of Gary's head, like from that way, I want to create the shape like this, making the middle here a little bit shorter, this a little bit longer, and this a little bit longer. Since his head does kind of round up a little bit, I want to make sure that this layer here is the shortest, so it doesn't like look like a little mound per se.
You've seen that, where my hair mounds up in the front a lot.
This is just extra support for that flat top we're giving you. So.
She didn't like that at all when I came home with a flat top.
Oh, you've done it before?
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Yeah, tell us that.
Well, I went out to get a haircut with her dad, and it was 105 degrees in California, and I said, give me a flat top and cut the beard to what the shortest little extension on the clipper. What is that, a number 1?
A 1, yeah.
And so I had a flat top and a real close beard. And
she hated it. I mean, I'm sorry, she loved it.
no, she hated it. I will tell you that I looked really. I don't know, the best word I can think for it is I looked really, really blue collar, if that makes sense.
Wasn't flattering.
Huh? No.
Flattering. With the. So here for the stash, I'm gonna take some of the length off. And do you prefer your mustache to be above the lip or on the lip? Or you have no preference?
I don't have a preference to that. But you want anyway? I would like to not have it go into my mouth.
Right on. Yeah, we can take care of that. And I really like to get in the corners of the mouth just so those little hairs aren't bothering him and feels like he's still eating his mustache.
Now what am I going to do between meals?
No more snacks.
No more snacking. Huh? I think we're right down the road from the almond tree, right?
And do a quick blow dry here on the beard just to extend the shape so I can start with the shaping of the beard. And you don't necessarily have to do this at home. This is just more for me, just to see it in its full glory.
Kind of got full, didn't it? It got really full.
The barbershop?
The beard.
Oh, the beard, yeah. So knowing that Gary just kind of likes to wake up and just kind of just go on about his day, I wouldn't recommend doing the blow dry unless he wanted to up it up a notch and go like on a nice date with his wife or go on a business meeting or whatever. Then a blow dryer would definitely help. Low heat, low speed. But right now I'm blow drying the hair just so I'm seeing what the finished piece would look like. Just say if I have to go back and do a little bit more detailing on the hair, if I need to take some weight off. And then for your hair, Gary, I wouldn't do like a pomade, something that's gonna like hold the hair like very stiff, or something that's gonna give you a lot of shine. Something maybe like a clay or a paste will work amazing with your type of hair. And I'll show you too, like what that can look like. Here for this portion of the trim, I'm really focusing in on getting the sides tapered in a little bit more and driving a lot of that weight towards the chin to elongate the face a little bit.
It's gonna help Gary look slim.
I figured you would do that because if I look at my beard when it just grows in naturally, it's always like
Yeah.
it just kind of comes out here on the sides, and I figured you would probably cut it down on the sides and probably leave it longer in the front.
In the front, yes, sir.
Because it makes me look like Santa Claus.
Like having the weight out, yeah. I've seen it where guys will do literally this, where they flip up the beard and they cut all the way up here and just have the long beard and just getting rid of all that like support. Because same thing with like engineering, architecture. You think your building as your beard as a building, you need to have like that structure to support the length. Otherwise, it just doesn't look right. Oh, yes. This is just refining the contour line that I established at the beginning of the haircut, making sure what we did on the side it naturally builds up to this length right here, to the part line. Just like some little lines that I see within the blend that I want to take care of. But I usually try to do this with shears versus clippers, just because it's more precise.
Uh-oh.
So
Look at the difference in the shape.
nice and squared here.
Yep.
Goes into the beard, and it just makes your face just like slimmer down.
It does.
Yeah. So I still got to do a little more detail work to like the edges of the beard, but that would be minor once I go in there with to clean up the cheeks with the razor. But
I don't look near as round.
yeah. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the styling paste to give your. This is old money. I'm gonna use a little bit of this styling paste.
That has clay in it.
It's a paste, so it's not gonna be as dry as a clay, but it's gonna have a little sheen in the hole. I mean, I use probably like a pea size, but just emulsify it really good in your hands.
This would be after the shower.
This would be after the shower, after you like do like and you don't have to do like a nice blowout, just as long as your hair is dry. I mean, you can apply the product also when your hair is a little bit damp. I just like it when it's a little bit dry, just because it has a little bit more hold. And you want to get in there all the way to the root. And this is going to look really good.
I can feel it.
It has a little bit of tack.
Yeah.
With your hair, like if you want to wear kind of messy, you can. But also if you want to wear nice and pressed, if you're going out on a date with your wife, you can throw a comb in there, a brush, and lay it super nice. Gary, I'm going to use also a little bit of utility balm, which is like our utility oil. This is just to give your beard a little bit of luster, a little bit of weight, so like you can keep it nice and down.
So it doesn't fly away.
And also you want to use just, about that much, emulsify really good. And you can also use this on your skin, on your face, on your hair, not only your beard.
The one thing about that, I have to be real careful not to touch my glasses if I wear that kind of stuff.
True. You get all the smudges on it.
Oh, it was, when tissues came out with lotion in the tissues, and my wife started buying them, and I'd reach over, grab a tissue, and try to clean my glasses with tissues with lotion in them.
All smeared.
Oh. Then I was in the shower and I came out and I said, that shampoo is no good. And they were laughing at me because it wasn't shampoo, it was conditioner.
Well, go ahead and open your eyes.
Can I go give him a kiss?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to give me a kiss?
I always do.
What do you think?
Nice, very nice. Very handsome.
We have a stick in
He
the
looks
car.
great, huh?
We have a stick in the car.
I got a stick in the car.
Keep the women away from me.
Yeah, there you go.
He looks great. Very nice. It looks very nice.
Did we do right by him?
You did a great job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there
Yeah.
anything we should have done differently?
No, I knew it would take a long time.
But you see how much weight they took off by doing this?
Yeah, you look much slimmer.
I told them all they had to do was make me slim and handsome.
Yeah.
That's the one thing he told us. You can make me do that.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. It looks good.